He raised his hand once, then twice. The waiter walked past him like he wasn't there. An hour later, when the bill arrived, every table in the restaurant fell silent. The restaurant was full, not loud but alive. Soft jazz played in the background. Glasses clinked. Laughter rose and fell like waves. It was the kind of place where people came to be seen. And yet, one table sat quietly in the corner. A man sat alone, no phone in his hand, no conversation to distract him, just a menu, closed. He watched the room the way people who are used to waiting do. Patient, observant. Servers moved quickly between tables, greeting guests with warm smiles, laughing a little too loudly at jokes, making recommendations they had already memorized. But not once did anyone stop at his table. The waiter noticed him early. He had clocked him the moment the man walked in. Simple jacket, plain shoes, no watch that screamed money. He didn't look like trouble, but he didn't look like profit either. The waiter told himself he'd come back later. He didn't. Instead, he served the loud group near the window, then the couple celebrating an anniversary, then the table that tipped well every Friday. The quiet man remained seated, still, waiting. 20 minutes passed. The man's stomach tightened slightly, not from hunger, but from recognition. He had been here before. Not this restaurant. This moment. The moment when people decide your worth without speaking to you. He adjusted his posture and raised his hand gently. The waiter saw it and turned away. Other guests noticed eventually. A woman whispered to her companion, "Has anyone served that man?" Her companion shrugged. "Maybe he's waiting." But the man wasn't waiting anymore. He was watching how easily kindness was distributed when someone looked like they belonged, watching how silence became permission. The man wasn't poor, but he wasn't flashy either. He had spent years building something quietly. Companies, investments, relationships, never chasing attention. He had learned early that money speaks loudest when it doesn't speak at all. Tonight, he wasn't here to eat. He was here to observe. Finally, nearly 40 minutes in, the waiter approached, annoyed. "Are you ready?" he asked flatly. "Yes," the man replied calmly. The waiter didn't offer specials, didn't smile, didn't apologize. "What do you want?" he asked. The man ordered simply, "No substitutions, no complaints." The waiter wrote it down quickly and walked away without another word. The food came out late. Cold. Incorrect. The man said nothing. The waiter passed the table multiple times without stopping. At one point, another server whispered, "Do you want me to take that table?" "No," the waiter replied. "It's fine." It wasn't. When the plate was cleared, the waiter dropped the bill without looking. "No, how was everything?" "No, thank you. Just paper." The man glanced at the total, then smiled faintly. The bill wasn't small, but the number that mattered wasn't printed. The man reached into his wallet, pulled out a card, then paused. He waved the waiter over. "Yes?" the waiter asked impatiently. "I'd like to split this," the man said. The waiter frowned. "Split," he repeated. "Yes," the man said calmly. "Between the staff." The waiter laughed. "I don't think you understand how this works." "I understand perfectly," the man replied. He slid the card across the table. The waiter picked it up, stopped, looked again. The card wasn't just expensive. It was recognizable. The waiter's face changed instantly. He swallowed. I'll get the manager," he said. The manager approached with a practiced smile. "Is there a problem, sir?" "No," the man said. "Just a lesson." The manager glanced at the bill, at the card, at the gratuity line. His eyes widened. The man had written a number, one that made no sense, until it did. The tip was larger than the waiter's monthly salary. Gasps rippled quietly. The waiter's hands trembled. "I believe in rewarding service," the man said calmly, "and exposing assumptions." The room listened now. "Tonight, I was invisible," he continued, "and you treated me accordingly." The waiter couldn't speak. The man stood. "I'm a silent investor in this restaurant," he said. The manager froze. "And I came tonight to see what silence costs." The room understood. This wasn't about money. It was about respect. Never judge the quiet table. Never ignore the silent guest. Because sometimes, the person you overlook is the one deciding what happens next.